Peanut brittle was one of my dad's favorite snacks. He would be known to decide at midnight, I think I'd like some peanut brittle, and he would just get up and make it. And it was so fun because it makes the kitchen smell so good. I think one of the best things about peanut brittle is you pretty much have all the ingredients you need in the kitchen, so you really can decide to make it anytime. So, we're gonna need 3 cups of sugar because we're making peanut brittle. This was my dad Jack's thing. 3 cups of sugar, basically making a caramel base. And your half a cup of water, if you want to pour it in.
Straight in here?
Straight in there. And then if you put a cup of the light corn syrup in there and just go with that. I'm just working you hard. And if you don't mind handing me a spatula, I'll get this started.
Sure will.
Start stirring this around. Thank you very much.
You ready for the corn syrup?
Yep, just pour it right in. This is your basic caramel recipe. And back in the old days, my mom would make this, or my dad would make it, and you'd have to gauge if it was ready or not. So by seeing if it spun a thread, you know that story. You know, you have to pull it up and see if it spins a thread. I don't know.
I've
that's
never
like,
done that.
Yeah, that's like hardcore. So we have a handy dandy thermometer.
Okay.
That's the way we roll here.
Yeah, that's the way I grew up. We always did it like that.
Yeah, we're gonna just put this in here. We're gonna bring it to a boil, and then when it gets to 240 degrees, then we're gonna add the rest of our stuff. We're gonna add our peanuts and everything. So basically, we're just gonna crank up the heat and just wait.
And stir.
And stir. And wait. And stir.
Yeah, because when it caramelizes, it's easy to burn, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a window. Once it's ready to go, you gotta move. We are in the middle of peanut brittle, and you are chopping up some butter for us that's gonna go in at the end. And when you get done with that, if you would not mind, a tablespoon of baking soda, a tablespoon of salt in the big bowl, and a tablespoon of vanilla in the other bowl. We're gonna add that at the end, and I'll tell you all about how we're gonna do that. So we have our sugar and our water and our corn syrup going, and it's come to 240 degrees. So we're gonna put about 3 cups of raw shelled peanuts in here. I love this so much. I love anything with peanuts in it. I also think this kind of makes it more of the Georgia thing, you know, because actually, you know, everybody's like, you're a Georgia peach, and it's the peanut state, really.
But we love peanut brittle here in Oklahoma, too.
Do you? So it's an Okie thing, too.
It is, definitely.
Good to know. My dad, we had it around the holidays, but my dad, this is one of his favorite things. And you know, you usually sort of have all the ingredients that you're gonna need for this. And he would just at midnight go, I think I'll make some peanut brittle. And we were like, yes, you know, so it was always really good. The secret here is that when you put the baking soda in, it is gonna really fluff up, and it makes the peanut butter really light. But if you don't, if you put it in here now, then it's just gonna be flat. So once that goes in, we're gonna be stirring and flipping peanut brittle. We're gonna have to move fast once we get there. This is looking just perfect. We're at 300 degrees, so go ahead and stick the butter in. Yep, I'm gonna turn this off. We're just using a stick and a half.
I can move quick.
I'm gonna stir that in, and I'm gonna let this melt for just a second, and then, wow, that's really, really hot.
I can't believe in all the time I've known you, we've never made peanut brittle.
Well, we're gonna make it now, from now on. All right, that's perfect. Now throw those in, and this is gonna just kind of...
I thought it was much harder than that.
Feel the sizzle? Once that happens, that's what makes it so light and fluffy and brittle, as it were. I'm gonna hand this to you.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna pour.
I'm gonna try not to burn you.
I'll just tell you if I need you, because I think this is just gonna pour right out. We'll pour half of it on this, and we'll pour the other half on this. You just save yourself. Don't let me burn you. Okay, I think now you can just sort of, perfect. And then you just let it set.
There we go.
There we go. Beautiful.